What is going on, everybody? Today we are going to look at every single one of Derek Carr's sacks. We're going to break it down, really get into it, starting with the first one. This one comes on the first play of the game, and it's going to be Derwin James at the top of your screen, who's going to end up getting the sack. Now, as you guys see the sack, I'm going to rewind it, and I really want to break it down. Now, as this play begins, Derwin James comes to the line of scrimmage. So you got two guys coming off the edge here, Derwin James and Khalil Mack. Now, Colt Miller does a great job. He's going to pick up Mack. He's going to shut that down. Josh Jacobs needs to come in here, and he needs to shut down Derwin James. Now, one of the things I noticed with this play is Josh Jacobs is going to cut block Derwin James. Now, he does effectively cut block. As you're going to see right here, he's going to go body first right into those legs, and he's going to get Derwin James down. Now, unfortunately, when you cut block someone, they can get back up, and Derwin James does just that, and he's going to end up getting the sack on Derek Carr. Now, here's the one knock I'd have on Carr on this situation. Does Derek Carr need to do a better job seeing this sack? Like, should he have seen this pressure, and should he have either rolled to his left or potentially stepped up into the pocket? In my opinion, I'm really not 100% sure, but the fact that Derek Carr doesn't do anything other than just sit up and allow Derwin James to get the sack, it is kind of unfortunate. Now, I think Derek Carr does the right thing in terms of not fumbling, not doing anything more than just getting the sack. At the end of the day, Josh Jacobs should have done a better job. Let's get into the second sack. Now, aside from watching just the sacks, I actually do want to include a couple more plays, just a couple additional plays. This is the Derek Carr underthrow to Darren Waller. Now, Darren Waller's going to go in motion here, and notice how Derwin James goes in motion with Waller. That gives it away that they are in man coverage. So Waller and Derek Carr know exactly what's coming. I believe Derek Carr has already made his mind up that he is going to throw this pass to Darren Waller. And Waller here has at least 1 yard on Derwin James. And Derek Carr once again throws it behind Waller. And this pass falls incomplete. Now, one of the interesting things with this play is the offense line does a pretty solid job. From a pocket presence perspective, this is as clean as you're going to get, especially for the offense line that the Raiders have. And Derek Carr still throws it behind Darren Waller. Not 100% sure exactly what caused him to underthrow it, but I do want to just kind of point this play out. Let's go ahead and jump forward. Alrighty guys, jumping forward into the second sack that Carr took. This came on a 3rd and 7. The score right now is 3-10. 7 minutes and 33 seconds left in the second quarter. You guys can check the play out, and we'll break it down now. This is the sack that Jermaine Illuminor allows. You know, when I watch this play, it really, in my opinion, this really shows like the pocket awareness of Derek Carr. The pocket is collapsing from the right tackle. As an NFL quarterback, ideally, I think it would make sense if you can step up and get out of the pocket here. Now, some people may say this is not realistic for Derek Carr to be able to step up and get out of the pocket. Maybe Derwin James is kind of coming and Derwin James would have potentially tackled him. I'd be okay with that. But the thing that I don't think makes sense is I don't think it makes sense for Derek Carr to just stand there and take the sack by Khalil Mack with Jermaine Illuminor here. Like, Derek Carr basically just stands there. And again, I get it. The Chargers do bring the blitz, but I do feel like as you kind of go through some of these sacks, he has time, right? I would argue that on this play, you had time to get the ball out. Now, of course, I get it. The pocket's collapsing, but I want to see more pocket mobility. I want to see that pocket presence that Derek Carr has shown in the past. I want to see if Derek Carr is not able to step up and get to the right here. Hit this gap this way. Do something more than just standing there and not billing out your offensive line, right? I get it. It's not the best rep by the right tackle, but you can almost say the quarterback did a worse job, and you wouldn't necessarily be off on the second sack. With that being said, let's go ahead and jump forward and let's get into the next rep. Now, what I said that Derek Carr needed to do, I don't think it's, something that cannot happen. I don't think it's something that is unrealistic. And here's an example. Justin Herbert is basically going to do something very similar. You have pressure from the left tackle, Rashawn Slater on, I believe that's Chandler Jones. And what does a quarterback in the NFL do? A really good quarterback, he's going to step up, climb, go to his left, keep his eyes downfield, and make a 35-yard pass downfield. I don't think it's unrealistic to ask Derek Carr to step up and make plays, get out of the pocket, and still throw the ball. We're not asking him to be Lamar Jackson. We're asking him to just climb the pocket, get out of the pocket if needed, and make the pass downfield. Let's go ahead and get to the next rep. Alrighty, guys, this is 1 minute and 38 seconds left in the second quarter, so this is right before the first half ends. The score at the moment is 3-10. Chargers are up, obviously. Derek Carr is going to be in shotgun, and he's going to get sacked. This is his third sack. This one comes from Khalil Mack. You guys tell me, is this on the offensive line? Because I posted something very recently talking about the Raiders' offensive line, saying they didn't do that bad of a job. And some people are retweeting it. Some people are quote tweeting it, saying that the offensive line was terrible. They gave up 5 sacks. In my opinion, this is a very clean pocket. Now, I get it. Sometimes guys just aren't open, and that's okay. But, I would just like to see Derek Carr be able to climb and just get out of the pocket. Again, I know this is not his game. I get it. But these are the types of plays that you lose football games on. 1st and 10, and now you're about to go into a 2nd and 13 right before the halftime ends. Alright, guys, jumping forward into this next rep right here. This is not a sack, but I want to show this play to you guys to make 2 points. First and foremost, the Chargers are going to bring a guy off the edge here, and Josh Jacobs is responsible for picking him up. Josh Jacobs does a terrible job. He's going to get beat, and that guy ends up pressuring Derek Carr. Now, I want to show you this play because it is an incompletion. Keep in mind, this is 1st and 10. But even more than that, I want Derek Carr to make something happen. Because at this moment, I understand that Derek Carr may not be looking to run. He may not be looking to step up. But at some point, I do want him to hit these lanes, right? And get out of the pocket. To create the extra play. To create and extend a play, right? Not blaming Derek Carr for this play. Just kind of wanted to point it out that there was at least space in this play. That too, Josh Jacobs clearly missed a guy. Again, running backs, if you can't block in year 4, pass protection in year 4, you have no business on the field. That's my personal opinion. Let's go ahead and jump into the next play. Just to get into this play right here, you guys can clearly see the protection was not all that bad. Like, Derek Carr has time, but more than that, he can step up. There's no reason why Derek Carr cannot step up into the pocket on this play. There's no reason why Derek Carr can't make something happen. There's no reason why he should be letting this defensive lineman, I believe that's Khalil Mack, get so close to him while he's standing there in the pocket. In my opinion, this is not acceptable. You should not be standing there, and that too, one hand should not bring you down. Like, I don't know. That to me just doesn't make a ton of sense. I get it. Mack didn't actually get the sack. It was kind of cleaned up. But, you guys see the fumble as well. That kind of just adds to the play because in this play, for instance, you could have went down right there and 4th down would have been 4th and 5, right? But instead, the ball drops backwards and you lose 3 to 4 yards, right? Not a major deal in terms of losing the yards, but I do have issues with Derek Carr's pocket presence. He is not good in the pocket, right? I know he's a good pocket passer when he's kept clean, and that's not what I'm talking about. My issue with Derek Carr has always been his mobility in terms of him running away from a defensive lineman. He just can't do it, right? Defensive ends will catch him and tackle him real quick. And it almost seems like Derek Carr, and not even just Derek Carr, it almost seems like there's only a small percentage of quarterbacks that can't get away from these guys. Right, Justin Herbert would run off right here, get way out here, and complete the pass. Patrick Mahomes would do that. Lamar Jackson would do that. And I get Lamar Jackson's a whole different breed. Josh Allen would do the same thing. He'd break those arm tackles, get out there, and make something happen, right? But let's go ahead and get into the final sack, which should be the 4th down sack. Alright, you guys, jumping into the final play, 4th and 8. This is actually the last sack, 5th sack that Derek Carr gets. Keep in mind, there's 6 total sacks. One was the Devontae Adams, that weird trick play. You guys can see on this play right here, the pocket kind of just collapses around DC. Now, I personally don't think Derek Carr could have really done anything other than what he did, right? He tried stepping up. Maybe at this point, he could try to roll out of the pocket, maybe this way. Obviously, as you guys know, number 8 is right there, so maybe he wouldn't have been able to get out that way. He does try to step through here, and you guys see that the pocket is collapsing by Khalil Mack, and Mack is the guy that obviously gets the sack. Overall, I don't know if Derek Carr could have necessarily done anything else, right? I don't know. I'm not an NFL quarterback. You guys obviously know that. But I did want to bring to your attention all of the sacks, right? And you can almost argue that at least 4 of the 5 sacks The only one I wouldn't include is this one here. But 4 of the 5 sacks, you can almost say, were on Derek Carr. Maybe not this one, but 4 of the 5 were definitely on him. Obviously, this was the game-ending play, the clutch moment, 4th and 8. We are down by 5, 24-19, 2 minutes left. We need a touchdown, and Derek Carr was not able to get it done. I will say this to just kind of end the video and wrap it up. Derek Carr does have his issues, but every quarterback has their issues. Every team has issues. Is the offensive line perfect? No. Is Josh McDaniels perfect? No. Is Derek Carr perfect? No. But could we win a Super Bowl with this group that we currently have? Absolutely. Right? These guys just got to click. The line has to take the next step. Derek has to take the next step. Josh has to take the next step. Plus, don't forget, we didn't play any of the preseason games. And I think that was a major mistake by Josh McDaniels. And I think it kind of showed up in this game because Derek wasn't comfortable, right? The offensive line got its butts kicked. The quarterback wasn't comfortable. Maybe if we played in the preseason, we would have realized that we're going to give up a lot of sacks. So maybe we need to fix some things, right? Either way, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Did take me over an hour to make, so thumbs up at the very least if you guys can. And I'll see you guys next time with another video.